When you think of Saudi Arabia, the first things that might pop into your head are endless deserts, massive oil wells, and the sacred cities of Mecca and Medina for Muslims. But there's a new twist to this tale. Recently, the nation has started to chase a dream that's far from oil and religion: football. With Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman leading the way, Saudi Arabia has set its sights on becoming a big deal in the world of football. Let's dive into how and why this is happening, and what it means for the country and the sport. Despite being predominantly desert, Saudi Arabia is home to several major cities, with Riyadh and Jeddah being the most notable. These cities house some of the country's largest football clubs, while Mecca and Medina hold immense cultural significance in the Islamic world. With a population of approximately 40 million, Saudi Arabia has historically been associated with Islamic pilgrimage and its reliance on oil production. The country's economy has heavily relied on oil exports, managed by the state-owned company Aramco, which has ensured significant wealth for the nation and exempted its citizens from paying income taxes. However, Saudi Arabia's reputation has been marred by criticisms of its human rights record, environmental management, and limited freedom of expression. The country has been considered closed off to the outside world, maintaining strict control over its population, press, and internet access. However, in recent years, Saudi Arabia has begun to undergo a gradual transformation, marked by reforms aimed at opening up society and empowering its population. These changes have been largely driven by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, commonly referred to as MBS, assumed power in Saudi Arabia in 2017, given by his father, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. MBS's ascent to power was marked by controversial methods, including the removal of the previous Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Nayef, and the detention of hundreds of influential figures in the country. Nevertheless, MBS quickly set out to address the challenges facing Saudi Arabia. He identified several key issues affecting Saudi society. Firstly, he acknowledged the country's heavy dependence on oil revenues, which presented risks due to the volatility of the oil market and the eventual depletion of resources. Secondly, he recognized the existence of government dissent and sought to avoid a potential uprising akin to the Arab Spring that had previously impacted the region. Thirdly, Saudi Arabia's international image needed improvement, given the numerous human rights concerns and controversial incidents, such as the state-sanctioned assassination of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. So MBS decided to initiate the Vision 2030 plan. This ambitious project aims to transform Saudi Arabia's economy, society, and image on the world stage. The Crown Prince understood that his country could no longer remain isolated and needed to engage with the global community. To do so, he pursued a series of social reforms by gradually relaxing strict religious laws, such as allowing women to drive, work, and pursue education, which were previously heavily restricted. Moreover, he aimed to foster entertainment and cultural activities in the country, lifting the ban on cinemas, organizing concerts and festivals, and promoting tourism. MBS's objective was to provide avenues for the Saudi population to engage in leisure activities within their own country, reducing the need for them to seek entertainment abroad. As part of the $1 trillion Vision 2030 initiative, the kingdom's goal is to diversify and bolster various sectors such as healthcare, leisure, and tourism, ultimately positioning Saudi Arabia as a formidable player in the global investment arena. Sport, as it turns out, is a crucial part of this strategy. The kingdom has been positioning itself as a hub for major sporting events, hosting boxing, WWE, horse racing, and Formula One events. It has also been leveraging its state-controlled public investment fund worth over 600 billion euros to buy stakes in major sports institutions, golf being a notable example. However, football remains the central focus. Taking a cue from Qatar's successful utilization of football to elevate its global standing, Saudi Arabia has employed similar tactics, albeit with a broader scope. MBS recognized that hosting high-profile sporting events and attracting globally renowned football stars could serve as catalysts for both domestic development and international recognition. The kingdom started hosting the Italian Super Cup since 2018, followed by the Spanish Super Cup a year later. In 2017, Manchester United announced a strategic partnership with Saudi Arabia's General Sports Authority to help develop the nation's football industry as part of Vision 2030. The Crown Prince also orchestrated the acquisition of Newcastle United Football Club in October 2021, signaling Saudi Arabia's entry into the global football market. But he did not stop there. He tapped into the nation's deep pockets to attract some of the biggest names in football to the Saudi League, a move that has sent shockwaves through the global football world. First, with megastar Cristiano Ronaldo, then Karim Benzema, who parted ways with Real Madrid in favor of a mammoth contract reportedly worth 100 million euros a season. They even presented Leo Messi with a mind-boggling $1.6 billion contract, an offer that he ultimately turned down in favor of joining Inter Miami instead. However, they were able to secure the arrival of other high-profile players such as N'Golo Kante, Kalidou Koulibaly, Ruben Neves, Edouard Mendy, and Steven Gerrard as a coach, just to name few. This sudden investment in international football by Saudi Arabia, however, isn't entirely out of the blue. The kingdom has a history of signing notable players such as Vincent Aboubakar and Luis Gustavo, but the current levels of spending seen by the Saudis is unprecedented, sparking questions about their motivations and implications for the global football community. The PIF's strategy of buying major Saudi Pro League clubs, including Al Ahly, Al Hilal, Al Ittihad, and Al Nasser, has proved effective, providing them with access to significant financial resources. The intention, as per the Saudi Arabian press agency, is to spur progress in various sports across the kingdom, in line with Vision 2030. Saudi Arabia is also setting its sights on international competitions. In 2027, it will host the Asian Cup and is preparing to host the 2030 World Cup in a joint bid with Egypt and Greece. Although the decision to award the World Cup to Saudi Arabia shortly after Qatar might generate controversy, FIFA President Gianni Infantino's growing connections with the kingdom could potentially influence this outcome. Amidst this transformation, there is a darker aspect. International human rights organizations have raised concerns over Saudi Arabia's track record on human rights. Amnesty International in particular criticized FIFA for granting the hosting rights of the 2023 Club World Cup to Saudi Arabia, accusing the kingdom of engaging in sports washing to improve its image. Despite these critiques, Saudi officials consistently reject this view, linking their extensive investments in sport to the Vision 2030 initiative. Now, the big question everyone might ask, could Saudi Arabia potentially pose a threat to the European football landscape? Cristiano Ronaldo certainly believes so.
Step by step, I think this league will be the top 5 leagues in the world.
While other leagues like the Chinese Super League have attempted to bolster their status by acquiring high-profile players, they have struggled to achieve sustainable success. UEFA President Alexander Ceferin, on the other hand, suggests that investing in academies and nurturing local talent is a more viable long-term strategy. But hey, let's give credit where it's due. When it comes to infrastructure and passion for the sport, Saudi Arabia boasts several advantages compared to China or other countries that tried similar move. With a population of approximately 34 million, football enjoys immense popularity in the kingdom. Saudi clubs have displayed commendable performances in the Asian Champions League, and the national team has qualified for the World Cup on 6 occasions. The Saudi national team, which pulled off a victory against Argentina in the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, was primarily made up of players from the Saudi League. Furthermore, the nation is actively investing in football academies and welcoming foreign expertise to enhance player development. Saudi Arabia's transformation under Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is reshaping the country's domestic and international landscape. Football has ascended to a pivotal role in Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 plan, acting as a catalyst for economic diversification, societal transformation, and global recognition. While it is yet uncertain whether Cristiano Ronaldo's prediction about the Saudi Pro League reaching top 5 league status in the near future will materialize, one thing is certain: Saudi Arabia is taking football by storm. So what's your take? Do you think the Saudi League can actually be a big deal and crack the top 5 in the world? Or is it just going to be that place where players head to chill when they're wrapping up their careers? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. See you in the next one.